of California. Longshore straight back again with time, going deep this time. He's got Jackson. Jackson makes the catch. Touchdown Bears. How's that for a first catch of your collegiate career?
That's not bad for a young receiver. Just a simple corner route. Brandon Smith out there in coverage. And if you end up man-to-man with such a good receiver, it can be trouble. And good speed out there, especially for a young player.
Again, they get good pressure on Lively. Jackson's going to run up, take this right about midfield. Starts to the far side of the field. Well, he slowed down. Had he just kept going to the far side, now he's got a little gap. And he's at the 30, the 25. One man to beat at the 5. Touchdown.
Nice
He's got a little wiggle.
Yeah, he had a nice wall set up to begin with. Like you said, he hesitated. He didn't get to it. But then once he found his way back outside that wall, there's Pete Alomar, special teams coach for the Bears.
Well, he's got reason to be proud. I mean, I think his guys have really done a tremendous job.
Ayuk, little play action, wants a bunch, has a man wide open. Touchdown, DeSean Jackson.
Play action pass right here. When you can run the football, you can run play action. Everything sets up ball high, looking inside with his eyes, taking the safety away from the wide receiver and the defensive back in there. DeSean Jackson comes up with a huge, huge touchdown.
First down for Cal. The protection is there again. Ayuk steps up, goes deep into the corner, pass is caught. Touchdown, DeSean Jackson. 35 yards for DeSean Jackson, his third receiving touchdown of his career at Cal.
Trevor Hooper and Lofton will be your safeties now for California as the Bears go back to the attack. Levy back. Throw it again. It's a rainbow. And it's caught. Jackson, touchdown. The pass was just short enough for DeSean to take the pause. Rushing past him, he made the catch and walked in.
They've been invited to some postseason All-Star games and likely won't be able to play in those either. Levy again throws. It is caught for a first down. 5 seconds to go. It's a touchdown. DeSean Jackson.
When you see DeSean Jackson, if you're coaching against him, you just hold your breath every time he goes for a route because he is so fast.
We're tackling, contributing to lots of yards after the catch for Cal. Levy has time. Levy going deep into the end zone, and it is caught. Touchdown, Jackson. A little slow to get up. You just wonder if he knocked the wind out of himself on the hard landing. Boy, Levy had 2 men open in the end zone. That was a beautiful throw and catch.
A good throw by Levy. DeSean Jackson, no answer for him tonight.
Don't stop the clock or stop the clock when you go out of bounds, but when you bring the ball back in and mark it ready for play, wind the clock.
Throw down complete, and it's a touchdown, Cal. DeSean Jackson made a nice move and an adjustment after the catch, and a 40-yard touchdown.
He's just going to release to the outside and hang in that area between Wade and the deeper safety. He catches it, the safety goes for the block, really, and not to try to get the ball.
Set to start the second quarter, tied at 7. Cal knocking on the door again. Longshore fakes the run, touchdown pass caught. DeSean Jackson.
This play is set up because of Cal's ability to run the football. Your play action becomes that much better.
What is that, 5 personal fouls now in the game?
Certainly feels that way.
Longshore looking deep, has a man wide open. Touchdown, Cal, DeSean Jackson. But we have a penalty flag at the 45. but it's going against Minnesota. The touchdown will stand.
This is a route by DeSean Jackson. Desi Steib, number 11, stepped up and then back deep, helping cover. Deron Cooley, number 26, the junior college transfer. And then Nate Longshore stays.
Down 2nd and 6, Longshore. Quick 3-step drop, quick look in, quick touchdown. DeSean Jackson again.
Jamal Harris, number 15, knows that he has to sit inside on this coverage. You want the ball to go outside if anywhere in that situation.
Here comes the blitz. And the lob open. Touchdown, Jackson. Boy, he was so wide open as they blitzed.
That was stealing. Not only was he open because of the blitz, the defender out in the flat, I believe, actually slipped and left him all alone. Safety only left in the middle of the field. Not a whole lot you can do from there.
They sure worked on his head. Thanks very much, Waddy. Once more a punting situation. This is going to be DeSean Jackson. He might have a chance here at the 20-yard line. Cuts it back in the middle. Look out, he's at the 30. He can go. He's got the punter to beat at midfield. He may go to the 30, to the 20. Forget about it. DeSean Johnson. Touchdown, Bears. 80 yards. DeSean Jackson.
Well, we haven't talked too much about him yet, but DeSean Jackson, arguably one of the most exciting players in the Pac-10. And Barry, you said he might have a chance right when he got the ball, because you know this guy. He can really get up the field. He's electric. Reggie Bush-esque in his ability to return punts. And you see him, he just attacks you coming forward with all that great speed, 4.29. And Arizona State didn't have a chance. I don't think anybody got a hand on him.
Jackson comes in motion again on first down. Straight back, long, short. Throws it for Jackson. He's open. He's got it. Touchdown, Bears.
A couple words of advice for Arizona State. Number one, do not throw it to a guy who is being covered by Damian Hughes. Number two, no more one-on-one coverage with DeSean Jackson involved, because this guy is going to do it to you.
Shotgun for Nate Longshore. Receiver out to the left, DeSean Jackson. And Nate's going to throw. Throws, he's got it. It's going to be an inside. This should be a touchdown. Yes, into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears, DeSean Jackson.
The 24-yard gain puts the ball on the 36-yard line.
Deep middle, wide open. Touchdown, DeSean Jackson.
And that's what 4.29 40 looks like. Jarius Byrd playing way off coverage, gets his hips turned to the sidelines, and then DeSean Jackson just beats him back inside to the post.
Cal should have wonderful field position. And there was a Bear on top of nose. Here's Jackson dancing at the 35, trying to get a block on that side. Cuts back, looking for daylight. Got one man to beat. He explodes, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Bears. Now a late penalty flag. But it was when Jackson was going into the end zone.
But is this not the next Reggie Bush in this conference? You don't coach this, Brent. He takes it, reverses his field, and it gets a great block right there. And now the 4.29 kicks in.
His second punt return for a touchdown this year.
Here's DeSean Jackson with another punt return attempt. Nice high punt by Perez. Inside the 30 for Jackson. And look out. Got to beat the punter. He beats the punter. And he is gone. Touchdown, California. 2 players down, and it was the block that set it free to turn that thing loose for a touchdown. Here it is again. He goes, it's a left, and then he's going right, and they're going to look for a wall. Here comes the block, and both players were knocked unconscious instantly. DeCoos stood for a second before he fell. Looked like a boxer. But how about Jackson with the speed, the read, the bait to go left and then come back right, pick up the block. And right here, he's gone. There's nobody going to catch him, and he knows it because the kicker's not going to stop him.
so. This ball will be caught by Jackson at the 5. Look out! DeSean Jackson, 1 to beat at midfield. Punt return touchdown, number 4 on the year for DeSean Jackson, 95 yards.
This is the 4th punt return for a touchdown this season for Jackson. That's a Pac-10 record. 5th of his career. That's a Pac-10 record. He's just a sophomore.
Longshore's got a completion and more. DeSean Jackson, say goodbye. 10-5, touchdown California.
Britton Colquitt, one of the finest punters in the country, up against the #1 return man, DeSean Jackson.
And does he punt to him? I think he has the confidence to say, I'm going to punt right to him.
Lisa was telling me they trash talked a little bit. DeSean would say, you got to punt it to me. And Brandon said, I punted to you all last game. You didn't do anything against it.
So what are you going to make?
So here we go. You'll never see a Colquitt back away. Here comes DeSean, shake and bake. Can he beat the second? Dancing off to the right. Look at this guy, the wizard of returns. DeSean Jackson, he's going to the end zone. Oh, baby.
I'm just getting a little bit too excited here. There was a perfect punt by Colquitt. This move right here on the outside, just kind of jumped backwards at full speed. And once he got to the corner, nobody had a chance. This is EA Sports video game stuff. That's R1, bounces to the outside, and now there's nobody within a chance. I mean, Robert Ayers is a defensive end. Colquitt, he's just going to slam somebody's head because he knows he's frustrated.
For Nate Longshore, and he started it 4 of 6 for 18 yards. Jackson on the end around, and here he comes, cutting back up the middle, a lot of green in front of him. DeSean Jackson with his shake move, and here goes #1. Is he running towards the Heisman? 73-yard sprint for DeSean Jackson.
You show it like you're going to hand off the 4 set, flip it around to DeSean Jackson, and that's the whole key. You try to get #1 in space. It's the one thing that Colorado State was so concerned about. Got him in space, and the speed is just a killer all the way yards.
Jackson came back out of the field. All the defenders pointed at him. That's how much attention he's getting.
Got him. There's Jackson. Touchdown, California.
Oh, what a move.
Post corner move. 25 yards.
Watch this. Take him down, go to the post. Bam. Now watch. Go back. Perfectly thrown. Wide open. Touchdown. Cal Bears. You knew it was going to happen.
2nd and 6. Forsett the tailback. Longshore, 3-step drop. He's got Jackson wide open again, and Jackson down the sideline. Jackson, touchdown, California.
DeSean Jackson just put himself back into the Heisman race. And this is special. Drive him off, get out, now make the catch. Now watch the little stutter step here, an explosion down that sideline. Never stepped out and high steps into the end zone.
Longshore's got a man wide open. Touchdown, DeSean Jackson.
Great play action on his part. Then he sits tall. And by that time, Jackson's 5 yards behind the defenders. Trey Brown had no chance.
Check it, 2 tight ends and Justin Forsett. There's the pass to Jackson. Touchdown, California. Flag down. Could be pass interference.
The 11th play of this California drive. It's 1st and goal from the 21. Long short. Jackson wide open, and he got the foot down. Touchdown. I mean, look at this. This is like the bang-bang play at first base. It's such a close play. You know, the official on the field does not have the super slow-mo look like this. And again, he's got to look at the foot and judge whether the receiver had possession.
Right.
As you said, it's 2 different things.
And that's going to be it. You simultaneously have possession and have that foot in at the same time.
He's off to a pretty good start with that run.
That looked like an attitude run for California. Here's the fake to Forsett. Riley under pressure, throwing deep now. He's got Jackson in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, California! What a catch by #1.
Caught the ball over Chris Thomas. He's injured now as he hit his head on the ground. But what a spectacular grab for DeSean Jackson, a 40-yard beauty.